All right, y'all, so we need to add each pair of vectors shown below in the box to make sure to show the vector addition as well as the resultant with a dotted line and an arrow. So let's start with this one just to kind of go over it. So we've got this guy right here. This is one vector, and don't forget it must have a head on it. If it doesn't have a head on it, it's not a vector. Here's the head right here, the tip of the arrow there. And so you can move vectors, but you can't change their size or direction. So I'm just gonna take this one and I'm just gonna move it right here from here to there. And then I'm gonna add it head to tail. So from the head of this one to the tail of that one, I'm gonna put it right there. Then when I go to draw in my resultant, I add it from the tail of one to the head of the other every single time. So that is my resultant. Let's go ahead and start over here with this one. I'll just choose this one to be my first one. I'm gonna draw it right here. And then I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna draw it right there. Now I don't wanna put it here because I have to do it from the head of one to tail. So I can't put it right here because that's not a head. I have to put it right there. So, oops. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this guy right here. I'm gonna move it right here. Same direction, same length. And then from here, I draw in my resultant from the tail of one to the head of the other. So I draw it this way, okay? I don't wanna draw it from here to here because that's from the head to the tail. I wanna draw it from the tail to the head. And that is R. If you wanna make that dotted, please do. Okay, so now I've got this guy right here, which I'm just gonna redraw right there. Now I have to take this one and I have to move it to the head of the other. So I'm gonna put it right there. Bada boom. Okay, bada boom. Just like that. Okay, and then from here, I go ahead and draw in my resultant from the head of one to the tail of the other. All right, so let's deal with this one. This one's a little bit different now. So we've got this guy right here, which I'm gonna redraw right here. Now this is a really, really simple one. It's actually not forming a triangle, but even though it says no R, I mean, I'm still gonna draw an R because I feel like there still is one. So this one right here, I draw from the head of one. Okay, so I take that guy, I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, so it looks kind of like this. And so my resultant is gonna be from the tail of one to the head of the other. This is super important because it's kind of like saying 10 minus 6 gets me 4. It's kind of like that. Okay, now let's take a look at this one. Again, I've got this guy right here. I'm gonna redraw that right there. Okay, so I have to take this one and I have to add it from head to tail. So from the head of this one to the tail of that one. So I'm gonna put it right here, and notice how this one is different. This one is just like adding two numbers together. So my resultant for this is going to be like that. That's my R here, that's my R here. So this one is kind of like, it's kind of like 10 plus 4 gives me 14. Over here, it was like 10 minus 6 gets me 4. Okay, so over here, I'll start with this guy right here. Just put it right there. And then this one, again, we have to add it from head to tail, from the head of this one to the tail of that one. So I'm gonna put it right there. Okay, and when I draw my resultant, it's gonna look like this. Now, here's the deal. Notice I have arrows on everything. Do you have arrows on everything? Here's the deal. We are never gonna have triangles that are not a right angle. So pretty much these three, it's not gonna happen like that. So Ms. Moore, why are you giving me this handout? I probably could have done a better job picking that out, but we're always gonna deal with things that are right angles, always. So it's always gonna look like this, or we're always gonna have simple addition like this. We're never really gonna see anything. This doesn't have a right angle. There's no right angle here, and there's no right angle here. And so that will never happen. Okay, I hope this was helpful.